back in my day, men used to complain about how difficult it was for men to meet a woman, and women didn't give a fuck. That's how it was back in my day. But then they complained so fucking much. Some fucking women started giving a fuck. Started being like, oh, it's too hard out here for these men. They don't like getting rejected. Y'all remember that point in history? Remember that point when men's rejection woes was at an all-time high? That's when we had the fucking daytime talk shows, and we was hearing a lot more from the, just the casual man, and they was bitching and moaning about how hard it is to pick up women because they get rejected. It's the rejection they was complaining about. Remember that? And then the women were just like, oh no, we gotta stop making it difficult for men. And then we went through that stupid fucking phase of where women, to make it easy for men, women were doing the picking up. We self-corrected. That was tragic time in the history of women in America, right? So now these motherfucking men been complaining so goddamn much, and bitches have made it too easy. They've made it so easy. And the fucking men are still complaining about how hard it is. Y'all don't know. They're gonna fucking complain. Like, y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember you gotta give them something to complain about? Because if you don't give them nothing to complain about, they're gonna complain about shit they really should not be fucking complaining about. Now they're ungrateful. You see, before they were just complainers, right? They were still paying the fucking bills, right? They were still taking care of responsibility, right? But they would just bitch about it, right? Now they're bitching about shit they should be grateful for. We all have to pause and ask ourselves, who does this help? When I give a motherfucking piece of shit ass man a chance he doesn't deserve, who does this fucking help? It's not helping him. We know that, because he's gonna complain even more. Before they were complaining about us doing shit with the shit that they bought. Now they're complaining about us doing shit with the shit that we bought for them. You see how it's out of hand? You see what I'm saying? See how it's out of hand? So you gotta reel it the fuck in. You gotta give them shit to complain about. You see? Because if you don't, they'll just start complaining about shit that they shouldn't be complaining about. You know what I mean? That's your job as a woman, to give a man something to complain about. You're failing miserably if a man don't have no complaints that you have given him. Oh, man. You're fucking up out here. You know? That's what you bring to the table. Shit for these motherfucking men to complain about. That's the answer, eternally from now on. When men ask, what do you bring to the table? You say, repeat after me, shit to complain about. Do that. Okay? Alright, y'all are welcome. You know, it's hard. It's hard out here. You know, trying to correct the entire American social dynamic between men and women. But I finally figured out the words to express to you all how we can get this shit back on track. Okay? Because we have to understand the nature of each of us. The nature of a woman is to give a man something to complain about. The nature of a man is to complain about shit. You see? Complain about shit. You know? The woe is me ass motherfuckers. They're gonna do it. So we all have to understand our roles in this, you see, and play them to the best of our ability, okay? You just have to decide, right? You want a man complaining about the fact that he had to go and get the fucking groceries and pay for them and take the fucking children to their fucking practice and fucking make sure that the goddamn household is running smoothly and shit. You want him to complain about that? Yes. Yes. Because if he doesn't complain about that, he's going to complain that you didn't fucking put gas in your car that he's fucking using as you're figuring out alternative ways to do the shit that your household needs to do. You gotta decide. You gotta decide. And if you don't want that, you gotta raise the standard. You see? You gotta raise the standard. They're telling us to lose our boundaries. I'm telling you, make up fucking boundaries that you don't give a fuck about. And enforce them. Enforce them on any motherfucking given Tuesday. Okay? Retroactively in this motherfucker. You know what? I never thought about it that way. And now that I think about it that way, you've been fucking up. You see? See? Now he got to complain about some shit for 3 years solid. Because he's already 6 months in the hole. Just because you thought of it. This is the best way the world runs. You see what I'm saying? And y'all want to change it, not knowing what's at stake. Now here we are. So we already know that we need a political, revolution. Rebellion, really. But I brought about, you're welcome, the social motherfucking rebellion. Okay? The social rebellion. What's today? Thursday, February fucking, what is it? The 12th? What's today? Yep. February 12th, 2026. I solved it, you guys. Alright, now we just gotta do the work.